Hello everyone, this is Joseph J. McAllister, and this video is about why you would want a screened porch. Okay, so this is the look of the screened porch, which I think turned out just amazing. It's actually been up for about 5 years now, and we had an electrician install these outdoor lights, which are like 100 watt floodlight LED lights. So they're energy savers, but they are really bright and they really light up the backyard and give you, like at night, you get a really nice view with these lights on. Okay, so some nice things about having a screened porch. First of all, when we originally, this was just an awning. Well, before that it was just a cement, but we had awning put in, and the awning, we thought, oh, we're gonna have this great outdoor living space. We're gonna be using it all the time. It's gonna be wonderful, and I'll eat out here and all this stuff. And the truth is that it was pretty unusable as just an awning. I mean, it shaded you from the sun in the summer, and that was about it. And it really just was, you just didn't want to come out here for any reason. We didn't use it at all. So I guess the best way to tell you why you would want a screen porch is just go ahead and describe the benefits it has as opposed to just an open awning. Which one of the big problems was, just birds came in here and they sat on the chairs and they just pooped all over the chairs all the time, and it was really, they were just unusable, which was just really gross. But the nice thing about having this screen porch is that this screen does a lot of things that I really didn't realize at the time that it does. It's really interesting. One, of course, it keeps all the flies and mosquitoes out. And unfortunately, up on that hill up there, we have dirt sliding down into a little reservoir built by a city, like a runoff canal or something. And then it's full of like dirt and leaves, and then there's stagnant water, and it's full of mosquitoes. And we called them about it, and they don't want to do anything about it. And it's an ongoing mess. But my backyard, because of that, is full of flies and mosquitoes in the evening, and it's really bad. So, one, of course, it keeps all these flies and mosquitoes out of here, and that's nice. Two, some things that we didn't realize it would do. It also, these screens slow the wind down, and they keep a lot of the wind out. So if it's really breezy outside, you'll barely feel it in here, which is really cool. Another thing, since you can look out really well, but at an angle, see how dark it gets? And that's because when the sun's rays are coming down at an angle, they have to go through this at an angle, and it really causes a lot of shade. Now, if the sun was coming straight in at you, that wouldn't work so well, but it isn't. It comes up from the sky. So we get a ton of shade. Even if we're sitting right here with the light on you, the sun's heat during the summer isn't going to be that bad. And we live in Riverside, California, and it gets to like 120 degrees out here. So the other thing is that it keeps a lot of the heat outside of the screens stay out there because of the wind isn't blowing inside of here, and this area is shaded, so it's a lot cooler in here than it is out in the direct sunlight or even in the shade out there, because that hot air is like traveling around, and in here it kind of creates this air cushion box. And then so it's a lot cooler during the summer in here than just standing outside. And same with the winter. It's a lot colder out there than it is in here. So it's kind of like sort of room-like, where it keeps its temperature a lot better. And from the looks, you'd think, oh, you're out in open air because you could see everything. But the screen really slows that air down so it doesn't come in here and it doesn't affect the temperature of the porch. It's almost like a room. It isolates itself. Now, another thing that's cool about it is it just seems so room-like, where you're really isolated from you've got this great view, but you don't feel like you're standing outside. You feel like you're in a room looking outside with a beautiful view. And that's something that's also really nice about it. You're kind of separated from the weather, and the birds, of course, don't come in here, and flies and mosquitoes and all that. And you feel a little bit more protected in here than if you're just standing in the yard. You kind of feel like, well, somebody could just come over the wall and attack you or something, you know. But feel at least a little safer in here. Now, another thing that's really cool and surprising was that raindrops, when they hit this, they don't come in on the porch before. Before, we had the porch actually, like, the water came along and it flooded all into here, and it used to, like, at least like halfway into here would be wet and puddles everywhere, and then would start streaming off over to this corner over here, and the whole porch would be wet every time it rained, you know, because you've got, it's not just coming straight down, it's also coming at an angle with the wind. So something really neat is that when the water hits here, it's not actually big enough. I mean, the drops are too big to go through here. So the drops come and they just work their way down to the ground right there, and it keeps the rain out, and it's actually really nice. And another thing is, you know, of course, we got this space heater, and since the roof right there is metal, aluminum, it doesn't cause a problem. And we've got it spaced out about, it's about, I guess 3 foot, and that's plenty. But anyways, since we have this, that's another cool thing is this heats up the inside of here, and this little patio, now it retains the heat. It spreads out through this section, and so now basically, if it's hot outside, it's 120 degrees out here. You know, the porch is maybe like, well, you know, I mean, it can get kind of hot, but you know, say more in the evenings or something. But during the summer, this is still very usable. So that's the point of it. And during the winter, if it's raining even, or if it's cold outside, you know, I just turn on that little heater thing, and this is cozy as can be. Even if there's a storm raging outside, it doesn't seem to affect the porch. You know, I'll usually just sit here and kind of watch the rainstorm and the wind blowing everything around, and I'm just snug as a bug with this heater right here. So basically, you know, having an awning was just, it's just complete waste of money. It cost like $6,000 for somebody to put an awning. To turn it into a screen porch, it cost us $200, and it took me about a week. And now we actually do use this, you know, and we enjoy it, and we use it all the time, day or night, summer or winter. It's usable year round. We got this nice fountain, which is usually, we plug it in and fill it up during the summer. Sometimes I have to brush all this mold out because I haven't been taking care of it too much. Okay, so some of the things we have here is features. This carpet, it was actually rolled up on somebody's curb. I just took it and threw it in here. We bought this table at I think it's Home Depot or Lowe's or something. And these pillows, like, without the pillows, it's okay, but with the pillows, you can really kind of lean back, and it's really comfortable. And then, you know, we got these little flower baskets and stuff that I assembled from actually the dollar store. I bought all this stuff and kind of stuck it together, and I think we bought these ones at Joann's. They were a little more expensive, and the hangers and stuff, but yeah, put one of those at either side. And these lights, I put in myself, which are really nice, you know, just give it this perfect kind of glow. And that light right there we put in, and it's got a 100-watt LED bulb in there. And we got this you know, this radio right here, which is really nice. Listen to some talk radio and stuff. Got some candles. Of course, you know, this I think we bought for, I think it was 60 bucks. Either it was eBay or Lowe's or something. And of course, you know, it comes with these little propane tanks. Got a couple of them. And you know, you buy them for like 30 bucks and then you refill them for like 15 bucks. And so we have two of them. If you're using this every night, it doesn't last too long, you know, like you might go through one in like a month or something. But you know, most of the time we try not to use them too much, and but at least they're not too expensive to refill. We've also got a barbecue right there, but I got the thing on it. I didn't want to take it off, but it's a pretty good barbecue. And up there, you know, we have a switch inside, and I put in this tubing, but then I thought, you know, I don't really know what I'm doing when I got to the lights outside, and so I had a contractor install those. Now, the big thing that the contractor told me about this stuff is that you have to have the little electrical box that the light is attached to. You can't attach it straight to this metal frame, or you can have an electrical issue, and that's like a plastic box, which is nice. And then the other thing is, of course, you have to have all three wires, like this coax cable that's got like a positive, negative, and ground for safety. So he kind of straightened me out on that, and then everything was good from there. I'm no electrician, that's for sure, but now they're nice and safe. Oh, also, these chimes are kind of getting old, but they're really nice. Now, I actually made this green porch, all those parts, the wood stuff, out of this junk wood that I've been using for haunted houses for like 8 years straight. And I just pulled out the good beams, and it's actually all 2x3s and not 2x4s, which is a lot heavier wood. But it's like the cheap, like $2.10 8-foot wood beams, 2x3s that you buy at Lowe's. Now I also am going to post some videos about how to make one of these and what I actually did as far as building it, and another video that's just going to apply to why you need a porch, screen porch like this for cats. So if you're interested, then go ahead and look. Anyways, I'm Joseph J. McAllister. Like, share, and subscribe, and thanks for watching.